The village I come from, the community I come from, people call it village, but I call it home. And today I want to tell you a little bit story about how this whole village is being formed, particularly our local buildings, how it is being built. I want to walk you through. We have a story building, a locally built story building, and the materials used in building this story building will shock you. And it has been there for decades. Should I say decades? No, centuries. So I'll walk you through. I'll send you through the story building for you to see how it is being built by our great ancestors. So follow us and let's go.
House, which I know when I didn't know our grandfather, but I know the name is called Deblo, and the others are there. And what I observed when I was a child, I saw this kind of building. When we saw the Zaur, we call it Zaur because
Okay, so let's walk there. He said there's something called Zao in the Gari. Yes, so we'll get there and we'll know brief about that. So pause. Talking about what we call Zao, and Zao in our local settings, I'm told it's been used for a whole lot of purposes that they use this building called Zao. And before any other person put up a new building in the community, the person must first of all have this before the person can call the place or the newly built facility a home. So let's hear from him what this Zao is all about.
Thank you. What I know about this Zaur, or what I also they told me was that when you are to build, a new place, you have to first go and test the soil. For testing the soil, you test it and leave them and observe it for maybe a number of periods. When you observe it, finish. Then when you know that the thing is the sand or the soil is good for building, you now meet the tindama, which we call tingandem. Then they will now come and give you some things that you look for. And what I also observed or I told in our place here is you have to look for fowl, you look for child feces, then you look for animal feces like goat or sheep feces and add, and before you now start the Zaur. Then by then you also get some flour and attach and you group it all. When you group it all, they will now come and dig. When they dig, they don't start the building on that day. They will dig and leave it, the sand there. 3 days time, they will start the other brewing. 3 days time, they will now come and do all those things and they build this out. What they told me and I also observed in our area. And then this house, when you don't have this house, we don't put it, which means that when somebody dies, you can't mourn a human being there. You have to send the person to where they have the house, where the person moved, located. Or else you can't have funeral there in our place, what we practice here.
So what basically do we use this Zao for?
Yes, it's used for a lot because they use it when they are doing the bowry. That's where they do. Then they also use it for equipment. The ancestors, when they use the stick and put it.
Zare is a local festival, eh?
Yeah, Bowry is a local festival.
I think we have to find time and go deep into this. I'm told that was the religion our great grandparents belonged to, and they also followed the same systematic process, just like Christians or Muslims they follow before one become a fully member of the religion. I'm told our ancestors that is the process they used to also follow to initiate their people to fully become a traditionalist, that you can enter any other event or function that they are organized for any traditional purposes. So we'll find time and we'll also look into that story specifically. But today we want to look at how our great grandparents, our ancestors, they were able to put up a building without using any modern materials, but they use just local mortar, and they can build a building and it can last for over years, centuries. So today we'll be looking at this. This is what we call the Zaur. the Zao. This is what we call a Zao, and he will be telling us more about what this Zao we use it for. And you can see the stairs. This was made by our great-grandparent. They use it to climb and also carry things. They store a whole lot of things up here. We'll be going up for you to see how the top there look like. But they deck it just like building a modern day story building, where you are required to use modern materials like iron rods and other stuff to deck the place before you build on top. But in this case, they use woods. They use woods to deck the place, and they are able to build on a story building. You can see it up there. We'll climb up there and you will see more about that. But before then, let's still hear from the gentleman. He's from this community. He's from this house. He was born and bred here. And in fact, he loved living here. And he continued to tell us more about this facility. You were telling us a story about the Zao, what they use it for.
Saying that they use women. When our great-grandfathers died, they will use a fork stick, perform their last funeral rites, and when they do it, they will come and place it here. And that's what they use for Bauri. And you said Bauri, we will find time and go into that one deep. It's not only the Bauri, that's where they keep those things. When they are doing the Bauri, the people stay here. Sometimes they pass here and then. From the Zauri, we also have another one we call Chara. When they are doing the Bauri, that is where they will send the people in the Chara. And that's how, when they are doing it, they bring something they call Tengan. Like they will bring Baga the two pale, the main for Angma, Bonavana Bole, Kalazu, Kulanumi. If a Tengan they were over Irua, no one Kalazu. Our Kalazu check for a home, why you never for a Kalazu, will Luga who you so that is all. And for maybe I was a hotel, Gumbekura, a year boy. If somebody that you can't play if you're not there, you have to send it to where you came from. So that's why it's necessary in this community. I know, and they also told me that this is what I know about our tradition concerning the Zao.
So if I understand you very well, this is the gateway to the house.
Yes.
So basically, this is the gateway to the house. So
if I enter here and pass through the other rooms, and we use locks and stick and build it. If I enter, these are the lock and stick. We build it up, and they use the soil on top. Then we use cow dung to cement it. You use the cow dung and then cement the oven. What have you? And you can stay for a number of years. So as when they gave us, then we saw them and they are still there. If one spoils, then they have to replace it. Or if we know that it's spoiled, they have to bring it down. When they are process of doing it, they will bring the sand inside here and make a hole up. Then they will fasten the sand there until it's full to the capacity that they want.
So basically, that is the story. I don't know your location you are watching this video from. You can leave your comments at the comment section to tell us what you know about Zao within your locality. But this is the community in Laura municipality. The community name is Zakpen. Zakpen. Maybe you will find out the meaning of Zakpen from the elders in another time. But for now, we want to look at how this whole building was put up by the great ancestors of this particular family, Bluyir. So let's climb up there and see what is there. So these are the stairs. This place, they don't use lifts like the Western world where they have lifts or they have some stairs that they use to climb. This is a wooden stairs. So you climb and then you go to where the rooms are. Yes, there are living rooms on top by the great grandparents of this particular family. We are on top now. Yes, as you can now see, I think we have about 6 gates. Yes, we have 6 gates in this particular house. Yes, it's a very big house, a very big one. Close to 1,000 people are living here, if you care to know. Yes, if this place was a city or town, it means there would have been almost a community. This is more than a community, but it's a house. Yes, so the number of people that are living here are quite great. Some have traveled and they are in other parts of the countries, while others are still living here. So it's a very big house, and it was built over centuries, and it's still serving the purpose in which it was built. So today, yes, all this place you are seeing is not ground. We are on top. We are on top of the building. All these things are being decked with the materials, wooden materials. They cut them from the bush, and they brought them. They use it to put up this building. So as you can see, we are on top. You may think that we are walking on the normal ground. No. This place we are on top. As you can see, you see it. People even sleep here during the warm season. They climb up here, they sleep here, and it's very conducive. There is ventilation here, a very cool facility that they come here to rest in the evening time or in the night time. So as you can see, this is a story building. It was built by the gentleman that is standing. That's the father room. This is where he used to live before he was called back to his ancestors. So he'll be telling us more about this building. I'm told this building was strategically built for a purpose, and it's over centuries, and it's still standing. They use just normal mortar to build it, and the place you're watching is decked before they build on top. Yes, as you can see. So tell us more about this building we are just seeing.
Okay. This building was built by my father, who's called Devlo Kungman. When we were children, when I was a child and I grew up, I saw this building. And I'm now over 40 years, and this building is still there. And this building, it was built, this place was parked, and we removed it. And this is now where he used to live. And as he said, it's decked with sticks or wood.
So hold on, I'm coming. You said this is not a complete building or house we are seeing. You cut part of it.
We cut part of it.
So it means it was Chimba and Hall.
Yes.
Wow.
You enter the hall and now enter where they sleep.
Okay. Yes, I'm told this particular house was strategically and tactically built.
Yes.
Do you know anything about that?
The little I know, that's why I told you that once we were growing up, we saw it, and they built in that purpose, and you can pass through one entering to the other entering. And this story building was also built. It's not only the zinc, you can also use the grasses, because there were other two which they used the grasses, and we told that it was our grandfather. And then Yisop, what we call Babu, also built with the grass. It's not only the zinc. You can use the grass to build the story building. You deck it and build on top and use the grass, or if you have the
To roof it.
If you have the capacity, you also use the zinc and then the wood. So that's where my father and my stepfather, which called Tingan, was also built. The Tingan owned too was also timber and hall, and now they also cut parts. One people are no more living there, and the other parts. And what we told the Tingan own, you can use stone to fill it. If you don't want to enter the decks, you fill it up and build. But if you want, you use the wood and decks it, so that you can enter the down and then top. So that is what I know. But there is also a portion inside the room. I'm going to enter and open it. You can pass through there and go out to the other yard. And this is the place which my father built. And we're told that if your ancestors or enemies is attacking you, you can pass through here and go out. Maybe they attack you, they want you. Then in this place, there's also a ladder who you can climb in. and pass through there and go out, so that those your enemy or the person fighting you, when you enter here, you think that he will get you, by then you escape. And this is the room he was staying. This is his bed he was sleeping on, and all that. So this is where you can enter and pass through the other. And you can see the building. There's a window there, and there's decks. Use a local sounds and what have you. It was a hut made by a gentleman talking for the father. He also discouraged with his Tibet or what have you, because he practiced traditional belief and he put those things here.
Okay.
This is a hut. Use grasses to weave it.
Wow, I can see a whole lot of traditional things here. See a lantern. Wow. Wow, great. And what is this?
We call it zam tam. Yeah,
okay, that's bow and arrows.
Where the bows are always inside. This is where they put this is the arrow.
Okay.
Then they use the thumb is not there, they use it. So this is where they pack them. Like one resort here.
There's no bow here.
There's no bow. This is the arrow.
So we can find the arrows, but there's no bow here.
There's no bow. Those things are down. Because when you die, they have to collect those things and also destroy them.
Okay.
Yeah, the living ones own are still there.
Wow. And what is the purpose for this bow and arrow?
Yeah, you can use it for hunting. That's one of them. Then you can also use it during the olden days. I learned they use it for when your enemies want to attack you. They also use it to prevent them. It's very poisonous.
Wow, I can see.
If you also die, they use this one on your palanquin. They will ask a man. This is old smokes. You are still there. This back just kept it.
Wow. This things came before Ghana Must Go.
Yes.
So as you can see, it's over centuries.
Yes.
It's the same materials they use for the Ghana Must Go that they used to design this, and it was bought by our great grandparents, and it's still here, hanging. So this place, I think we have to turn this place to a museum.
Yeah.
Interestingly, this place is a chief palace, so that's why you are able to still find some of these things. So, wow.
And this is.
That's his stuff?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. Wow. It's not just only wow. It's more or less a weapon as well.
Yeah, if somebody, maybe you go and somebody want to prevent yourself.
To attack you, you use it to protect yourself.
Yes.
And this thing is over decades too.
Yeah.
It's over decades. So if you see a chief walking with something like this and you think it's just an ordinary stick, oh my brother, don't try. He can defend himself.
Another one short. This is another one too.
Wow. This is a short one. He can just hold it with his hand, but it's a weapon. This is a sword. As you can see, this is a sword. Wow. 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 He was a chief.
Yeah.
He was the chief of the community. Yes.
Which he passed on and the sons took over.
Wow. So what about this? In funerals, people wear them.
Yes, people wear them. That's goat skin.
It's a goat skin.
Yes.
They call it war.
War. And you wear them like a lot.
And what is that thing?
It's a war, but this one was locally made thistle.
Wow.
He bought it.
Wow, wow, wow. This is great. Yeah. And this one, before the modern one came, yeah. AK-47 and what have you. These were what our great-grandparents, they were using on their battlefields and also used it to protect themselves. And he bought it. He was a great man, of course. Wow. What is his name? We didn't even mention his name.
The man name.
Yes.
The time we call Devlo Kungman.
Devlo Kungman. So this is his room. This was his living room. As a chief, he was living on top, the story building, and the family members were living down floor. Yes, this building, you can find it in Laura Zakben. Wow. I can see some animal skins also here.
Yes.
Why were they sleeping? Was it their pillow?
Yes, that one day when they kill it, the animals, like our long lover. Hello, poor dog, like a gun, that's in I. So, when I go to tell people didn't be nice. So, Timmy on my la, to tell a woman for well. No, poor woman, Timmy didn't gun me to quarter long lover. Well, I don't know, I like for a to a gun.
Okay. So I think that is it. That's what you need to know about great grandparents, their architectural work. Unbelievable. They were not educated, illiterate, but they were able to put together ideas and to make greater things. And so today, as you can see, these are the only story buildings that you can find in the community. Yes, the Zakwen community. These are the only local story buildings you can still find, as you can see. So the gentleman is telling us they used to have some of these buildings across various homes in the community here, but so far this is the only place you can still find some in this community. And this place is a cheap palace, so they reserve this for excursion and also to educate their children on what. Yeah, so if you like to tour this place, just hit me on the comment section. I can lead you to this particular community for you to come for excursion. There are a whole lot of stories, untold stories about this particular house and about this particular community. They have a whole lot of festivals they celebrate here, a whole lot of activities they undertake in this community that you might like to know about the community. So hit me on the comment section and let me walk you through.
This is his senior brother own.
Okay.
The full one was also there from this place to that. And this was the hall, and this is the sleeping place. It was the timber. And because they are no more staying, they also remove it. And this is now the place. You see a wonderful thing. They were having this kind of go to Melbourne and you find some of this. And when they came, by then, all these all them, they were using them.
Unbelievable. This seed you are watching is over 100 years.
Another one.
These seeds you are watching, they are over 100 years. They are over 100 years and they are still here. So this place is more or less a museum that you can come to see a whole lot of things. Yes, these are the untold stories about this community. We still have a whole lot in the pipeline that we'll be telling you as time goes on. This one is they call it kwar. It's a talking drum, a smaller one. They use it for functions. They can use it for funeral. They can use it for Kobine Festival. They participate in that festival celebrated by the people of Laura. And this thing, they use it for entertainment purposes, for funerals, for festivals. So as you can see, he's displaying it. Wow. Wow. You can't find any block. And so you see the screening and everything that they did. They use cow, dow, and then the local women, they screw the place. Yes, so as you can see, we are coming down from the building. We are coming down from the story building. Yes. So you see how it is decked. This is how it is decked and built on top. Yes. So that is how the thing is being decked. These are not iron rods.
Yeah.
They are just woods. They are woods, and they have some are supporting others. Some are supporting others. But interestingly, let's see something here. These woods, they don't dig and put them inside. You see, just on top of a stone. And throughout the entire big building you are seeing, all the supporting woods, yes, they are just on stones. They just put some small stones and they put them on top. I don't know whether they don't want them to rot, yeah, or it has a purpose.
Because of the termites.
Okay.
Because if they live in like that, termites can chop them and it's easier for. That is why they use the stones and place it on top, so that termites cannot get to chop off them, and they can stay for a long period of time, number of years.
And I'm told this one also help them to ascertain if there is damage, yes, of any of them, so that they can quickly replace it.
Yes.
For safety. So you can imagine how our great grandparents, they used to think. They think outside the box. They were very proactive, and they can predict what is likely to happen in the future. So they find solution ahead. So they knew these were woods, and any of them can get damaged or spoil at any point in time. And so the solution they provided was to put it on stone, and then they use it to deck the entire building, and they build on top. They have buildings on top this, and people are living up whilst others are living down. As you can see, this place is a kitchen. This is a kitchen. People cook here. As you can see the pot, they cook here, and they do everything here. In the afternoon time, if you come and sit here, it's very cool. It's like air conditioned. You don't experience any warmness here. Just come and enjoy here. No CSM, nothing. Just come and stay here. Very cool. See the pot? The little boy is fetching some water to drink. He's thirsty. Yes, and this place is his grandmother kitchen. It's the grandmother that is using this place. Yes. You see the cup? This was what they used those days. They still use it. So I say this place is a museum.
They use a calabash.
Okay, those days that I'm told they use a calabash.
And this is because of that. That's why
so these things came before the cups. Something like this came before the normal cups that we are seeing. But those days they use calabash to fetch water from the. And this, I'm told, this water is very chill. It's like a fridge. They used to store drinking water. The drinking water is inside here before the existence of gallons and what have you. So in the village, if you don't have a fridge, you just buy a new pot. You store your water there. When you want to drink, you enter there and drink the water. So this is the settlement in Laura, Zakpen, and the name of the house is W. I'm just walking you through. I can still find all the lamps here hanging. Wow, very interesting. Come on, let's go. You see? Wow. Wow. Now let's walk inside here and see what is there. What is here? Oh my goodness. This is another kitchen. Wow. Unfortunately, our light is not that powerful for us to see clearly. Okay, so he's using the techniques. He's going to open the window up. and you will surprise it will surprise you. Have you seen the light? Yes, this is the window up, and those days that's how it is. So when you enter and you feel the place very dark, you just open it up and you will have light inside. If you feel the place too warm, you open it and you see the sunlight coming in to give you light here, and you leave. So this is the bowl or the silo, the storage facility. This is what they use to store their farm produce. You can store granules inside. You can store millet, maize, and what have you. And it is very safe for. Okay, so I've just seen something I want to know about.
The other they always use sack to store, but this is what the olden day they use. And what they use is clay. Clay that they use, and use grass to make this thing we call bowl. I think the English is it silos, or they call it what? Yeah.
And so that is it, the untold story about the community in Laura, and the community name is Zakpen, and the house name is Debloir. This is how we earn it, the local building that was built by the great ancestors of Deblo family. And in our next episode, we'll be telling you a lot more projects that are in the pipeline. Stay tuned and follow us on our Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can find me Deblo Bebane Dennis on Facebook, Timal TV on YouTube, and for some of these videos and cultural related videos, you can get some more on the Zuno TV on YouTube, and also Seyd Ulutu on the Facebook. Go and follow us for more and more of such untold stories about the northern part of Ghana. Have a great day.